Yo, what up, Wolfpack? This is the Blind Wolf, and we back at it again. I'd like to thank everybody that subscribe, like, share, comment on these videos. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All right, come on, Wolfpack, let's go on this journey. Y'all know I lost my eyesight July 7, 2007, while I was in prison. Well, I went through many different things with trying to just get proper medical treatment while I was in the Division of Corrections. I wasn't getting the transportation that I was, supposed to be getting to get back and forth to these uptown doctors because the physicians and doctors that they have inside of the penitentiary couldn't do nothing for me. And then the doctors that they were sending me to uptown, they weren't really trying to spend no money on me like that. They were trying to give me the bare minimum, treatment. So make a long story, short, because I'm gonna keep this short and sweet today. I will be scheduled to go and see these doctors, and most of the time, after my first couple visits, they was making me miss visits. I'm talking about months on end. It will be 8, 9 months down the road, and I need to be seeing these doctors like 2 and 3 weeks later. So now it gets to the point where I finally do get to a doctor, and the doctor he doing his little eye exam on me. I'm still in shackles, handcuffs. I got the black box on me. I'm locked like this, and I got two COs in the corner. They strapped. They got mask on, gloves on, a hospital gown, all that stuff, just to take me on these doctor's visits, whatever, whatever, because they dealing with my eyes, so everybody got to be sterile, whatever, whatever. It's a whole crazy scene. So the doctor leaned in. He can't really speak loud, but he like, you need as much THC as possible in your life. So I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. So I I take that information. I'm like, nice and quiet, like so the COs couldn't hear me. So I get back over to the penitentiary. As soon as I get back over to the penitentiary, I go holler at my man. I'm like, look, the doctor's telling me I need as much grass in me as I possibly can get because it's gonna help when I'm not receiving the medication and I'm not seeing the doctors the way that I'm supposed to be seeing to help preserve the strength of my eyes and to help to release the pressure, because that's what glaucoma is. Glaucoma is an eye pressure disease. The natural juices that's supposed to flow out of your eyes lock inside of your eyes, and it causes extreme pain. It causes you to lose your peripheral from the sides, from the top. Your visions get really cloudy. It turns into like tunnel vision for certain individuals like myself until it completely closes up like it is done with my left eye. I don't see anything out of my left eye. Out of my right eye, I can see light and shapes of some things, but I don't even see the whole shape of some things. The eye is a 360-degree spectrum, 180 degrees up, 180 degrees across. Well, I see inside of 10 in my right eye, and it's like I'm walking in a dark cloud most of the time. So I'm really not seeing anything. So I can't tell you what you look like. I can't tell you your frame and all of that. I literally, if I'm looking at something, I can only piece like parts of the shape together. Like I can tell like your head and your ear is like right there, like the side. I can't even see your whole head. I had to put that together to see what side of you I'm. So it's like real messed up the way that I had to lose my vision. So I get back over to the penitentiary and I tell my man, I'm like, yeah, the doctor telling me I need to smoke as much grass as possible. So he sent me down some. Man, I'm in my cell. I get me some blue steel. That's the toilet paper wrapper. Now we used to get this. They stopped giving us this. It was a toilet paper wrapper, and it had like some blue letters on it, and we would tear around the blue letters into the white part and use that like top paper. So roll me up some blue steels, and I actually used a little jelly, what I mean, to make it sweet. So took a little bit of jelly, swiped it across, and made it nice and sticky. Got it on lock, on down. So I'm putting that up in me. Boom. Now mind you, my cell is directly in front of the CO bubble. So I really can't smoke in my cell. I gotta wait until We go out for rec, go hit the shower, go up in the shower, bang that joint down. So me and a few of my partners, we go up in the shower. I got like 10, 11 of them things put together. My homeboy got something put together. Another one of my homeboy got something put together. So I stashed most of the rest of mine, take two of them out with me. Boom. So we go up in the shower. And I already know that they bringing some too, because we already got this plan. So we slides on up in the shower. We get to banging. And mind you, the steam from the shower, you can't tell it. This is smoke going on up in there. So we in there, we banging. And the dudes that's in there, they don't care. And they going, let us know like, yeah, they coming, they coming, they coming. So we ain't got nothing to worry about for real, especially from the angle that we on. So smoking, smoking, smoking. I come from about the shower. Now, mind you, this is the first time I done smoked grass since I've been locked up. I wasn't smoking no grass. I said, I'm gonna get my body and my mind nice and clean, clear, get my mind strong, get my body strong. That way when I come home, I'm gonna come home, try to rule the world. Well, things don't turn out that way all the time. So I come out and we walk on the flats. And as we sitting on the flats, I'm looking around and I'm like, everything crystal clear. Like everything was crystal clear. The pressure in my eyes was so low. I literally could see up on the fifth tier. I holler up to my man Beans. So I'm like, hey Beans, man, toss me down some snacks. I had the munchies like I don't know what at this point in time, and I wasn't planning on going back up in myself. So he up there, he's shooting out some boxes of Debbie's, 2 boxes of Debbie's. So he shoots them out, and I see them so clear. I caught them. Like I caught them. I was so surprised that what grass could do for you with glaucoma. And when the doctor told me that, I'm thinking to myself, that's all I did before I got locked up was smoke grass. I smoked like almost a quarter pound every day. Like, and this is no exaggeration. Me and my team, that's what we did. We sold bud. For the most part, we sold bud. I sold some C on the side too. I don't really want to get into talking about that, but I sold some C on the side too, down in my the little strip club that I used to be in. But yeah, that's what we did. I'm talking about big blunts every day, all day long, non-stop. So now I'm over here and I can see, and I'm looking up and down the tier. I can see everybody's face. I can see what everybody doing. I'm like, man, it's crazy. I ain't getting ready to never stop smoking grass. Man, I'm getting ready to put this stuff up in me on a big regular basis. But mind you, my man, he just sent me some down. I ain't really, at this point in time, really knowing how much the grass is costing over there. But he sent me like 2 fingers across the little napkin that look, they're supposed to be like fingers. So I I'm putting the grass and stuff up in me, and every day, I'm coming outside, my mind nice and clear. I can see up around the yard, and it was because a doctor literally looked me in my face and said, "You need to put as much THC up in you as you possibly can." I thank that doctor for keeping it 100 with me, keeping it real with me, and even risking had to deal with what he would have had to deal with them COs. If the COs could have been on some crazy stuff when they was sitting over there, and he said what he said to me, but he risked that for my benefit, and I truly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And that's something that I never forget, because that is definitely something that helped me out throughout the rest of my incarceration while I was over the penitentiary, and a couple times while I was out in Hagerstown. But when I was out in Hagerstown, it was hard to get that out there. Like, if you find some bud or some tobacco out there, man, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. That's how it was out there, man. It was tight out there for real. But yeah, I'm in there. I'm getting it in now. Like, this my mission now. Like, I don't even really want food like that. My hustle, I'm putting that towards buying myself more bud and making sure that I got bud on a regular basis. So yeah, man, it turned into a medical treatment for me. And I, like, once again, I appreciate that doctor for doing that for me, letting me know that. And I really want to say putting them 5 P's, you know, in the front of my mind, like I tell y'all on a regular basis. Proper planning prevents poor performance. If I'd have properly planned for my life, I would have never had to go inside of those penitentiary walls, you know, and lose my eyesight the way that I did without real, true medical treatment. But the way that I was living my life, it sent me, all over the place. I was on the run for the most part. I never really, had a legal residence of my own. Everything was, under the table, somebody else's name. I never really had cars, none of that stuff. I never had a license, none of that stuff. I was never properly planning for my life. And all of this stuff came and hit me, like a ton of bricks when I lost my eyesight. And then I really had to start weighing the pros and cons of even the things that I'm putting in my body. I take great pride in, what I do for myself now. And even though, a lot of people, they don't, indulge, and I wouldn't encourage anybody to do anything, you know, illegal or corrupt. But if you have glaucoma, marijuana from the distilleries has helped me out tremendously since I've been, out here on the streets. And that's something that even the medication that you get don't even add up to. When it's like when you get a good cough and that tear comes out of your eye, I don't know how it feels for everybody else, but it's like a pressure release for me. I can feel like the side of my head kind of like smoothing down. Like my eyes don't feel so hard, so heavy. And yeah, I smoke, but this is, how I got to properly plan for my life for me not to be in pain, for me not to have extreme headaches. And this, if this doctor had not have told me that, I would have gone through a lot more pain while I was in prison because I was not receiving the proper medical treatment. And that's what I want y'all to really pay attention to, properly planning for your life so that you won't have to be inside of these penitentiary walls and receiving medical treatment that's not going to be, sufficient. They're not going to give you no medical treatment that they really will want uptown. Proper planning prevents poor performance. When you properly planning for your life, you're gonna be out here on the streets, you're gonna be working a job, you're gonna get you a good HMO, you're gonna get you a good PPO, or however that stuff go. I don't really know about all that stuff, but I know I get Social Security now. And that's what you don't want to be getting. You want to be making the choice for yourself. So I'm trying to do what I can do to build up a lane so that I can get off of this stuff and actually live a much more comfortable life. This is not what you want for yourself, to come from being a fully capable person with all of your faculties to going into prison and getting some sort of disability to coming home and having to learn how to live life all over again. Take great pride in your life. Take great pride in your future. You're the only person that got to live in your skin. The decisions that you make are the decisions that you're going to have to live with. I'm going to leave y'all with this, and then I'm going to get on up out of here. Take your pain and turn it into purpose. The fuel that drives you forward. That's coming straight from the heart of the blind wolf. Take your pain and make it into a main purpose. A main purpose. The fuel that drives you forward. This pain that I'm dealing with, I need to share this with y'all. I need to share this with the world because the world needs to understand that when you come home and you have to relearn how to live your life as a grown man is not the easiest thing in the world to do. And I can't speak for other disabilities, but when you're blind, it's nothing that nobody can do to comfort that. You can't take some medicine and your eyesight come back to you a little bit. You can't take some patches and your eyesight come back to you for a little bit, or you're out of pain for a little while. No. When you lose your eyesight, it's gone. Just like when you lose an arm or a leg, it's gone. Can't get it back. Y'all be strong out there. Make sure y'all keep yourself out of them penitentiary walls, away from foolishness, because your life means something. Big love.